So there has been a lot of discussion around Israel attacking Iran. Ben Shapiro, if America doesn't step up, Israel might have to attack Iran by itself. Really? Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow.
There are really several issues that are on the table with regard to what the Iranian regime must do or should do. One, no nuclear program, not no nuclear weapons, no nuclear program, because, of course, a civilian nuclear program can be converted into a military nuclear program pretty quickly and easily. And the Iranians simply saying we won't build a nuclear weapon is no assurance they won't build a nuclear weapon.
They're going to lie to you because that's what they do. They've been trying to build it for a long time. And if I was the Iranians, I'd build a nuclear weapon. The best thing that you can do is neutralize them as fast as possible. Of course.
Called the JCPOA, and Barack Obama did it. He also talked there about the ballistic missile development of Iran, but he did not really link that ballistic missile development to concessions that Iran must make. This has been sort of an open divide inside the administration. Some members of the...
You can't trust the government in Iran. Like, any concession they make is just a lie that they haven't told yet.
Administration are pushing the Iranians. They need to give up their ballistic missile program as well, so they can't threaten surrounding countries and allies ranging from Israel to Saudi Arabia and all the way to Europe. Should that be part of the negotiation? There are some people who are saying, no, that shouldn't be part, which, of course, I think is insane and ridiculous because they can attach not only nuclear weapons, but chemical and biological weapons to warheads that are capable of hitting populated centers in allied nations. And as the president says, are building long-range ICBMs theoretically capable of even hitting American territory. And then there's the question of their treatment of their own...
Realistically, Iran is probably not going to bomb the United States. They're probably going to bomb places in Europe and places like Israel and other places that are nearby. The chances of them sending a bomb all the way over to America, very unlikely. Now, that doesn't mean I don't think you should get rid of Iran's leadership, but like I don't really see that happening just because, again, it's like sphere of influence. Why are they going to go and do this to these people on the other side of the world if they have in their own backyard, they have enemies right there?
Population, the murder of 32,000 people in the streets, the support for regional and global terrorism. Are all of those things going to be on the table in the negotiations, or is the United States going to seek an off-ramp by basically cutting an even weaker version of Barack Obama's JCPOA deal? I don't think it's clear from what the president is saying right there which direction he's going to go. According to CNBC, the U.S. and Iran are poised to hold further nuclear talks in Geneva on Thursday. Again, he says that his preference is negotiated endpoint here. The question really, in the end, is going to be whether the president of the United States is too concerned about the possibility of a multi-week air campaign against the Iranians to actually do it. And the Iranians just bluff him. That's really all this is about. No one is talking about a massive ground invasion of Tehran. No one is talking about a long-term occupation of Tehran. Nobody is talking about hundreds of thousands of American boots on the ground in theater. Nobody's talking about that. The question here for the president is, what is the risk-reward here for a multi-week air campaign to defenestrate the IRGC and the Ayatollahs and the mullahs in Iran? And then whatever happens, happens. Because I will tell you that everyone else is watching. If the United States backs off of this and cuts some sort of unbelievably weak deal, the consequences will not just be for the Middle East, where Israel will be forced to ramp up its military even more and probably...
Oh, boy. Go
and attack Iran itself, given Iran's capacity and increasing capacity in both nuclear and ballistic missile development and its renewed attempts to support terrorism. But aside from the Middle East, the Russians are looking on. The president has put a lot of pressure on the Ukrainians and not enough pressure on the Russians. They're probably thinking to themselves, the United States is backing off. They probably renew their offensive in Ukraine, redouble it, triple it. China probably looks at Taiwan and says, why not blockade Taiwan? Who's going to stop us? And the reality is that the United States remains extraordinarily dependent on the microchips that are produced in Taiwan.
They're the biggest company there.
And if you're China, and if your window of opportunity is closing, which it is demographically, the Chinese have a massive demographic problem, they have a major debt problem. If your window of opportunity is closing, you're being outcompeted, particularly in the AI industry, then why not make a move on Taiwan if you know?
I don't think that's going to happen.
The big red button that President Trump holds.
Maybe I'm wrong.
These
but
are
I
the
don't
consequences
think so.
of foreign policy. We'll have to see how it plays out.
So he's talking about maybe going and attacking Iran. What is this? So now Ben Shapiro, I feel like, has been on, what is the difference? What's the opposite of a generational run? It's like a generational crash out, I would say.
Well, folks, you may have seen this rumor that we here at Daily Wire are working with Jonathan Majors on a new movie. And that rumor is absolutely true.
What?
Yeah, I know. There are a lot of people on the left, on X, and they're very upset about this. They're very upset about this. There's lots of tweets. Okay, here's the deal, you whiny little bitches. We don't care, because Jonathan Majors was canceled all the way back in 2023. We are ecstatic to bring him back. He's unbelievably talented. And if you're upset now, wait until you see this film. Your heads are going to explode. Like, actually maybe explode. It's pretty spectacular stuff that we're doing. That's what we do here at Daily Wire. We fight the fight. We need your help to continue to fight in the culture.
I don't even know what to say.
And to do the thing no one else will do. So please, come join us here at DailyWirePlus.com. Join the fun.
Man, deport Ben Shapiro 2023 was not a long time ago. No, it wasn't. It was actually quite recent.
On the table with regard to what the Iranian regime must do or should do. Concessions that Iran must make. This is
the same thing we just saw. I wanted to make sure. Ben Shapiro says Israel single-handedly attacked Iran and the U.S. sent a meager B-52 bomb run? What?
One of the most hysterical things that I'm seeing right now are commentators, many on the right, many on the left as well, who are doing this routine where they're saying that somehow Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel is talking Donald Trump into a war. Okay, let us be clear about the timeline here. Last year, Israel unilaterally went after Iran, completely destroyed its air defense resources, and did tremendous damage to IRGC facilities and leadership capacity in Iran.
I mean, they did. That's true.
And then the United States, at the last minute, in Operation Midnight Hammer, authorized by President Trump, flew a single B-2 sortie over a nuclear facility and blew it up in Fordo. That is what happened. One of the most...
Yeah. And because they couldn't... Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah, that's like saying that they cleared all the trash mobs and the only thing fucking the United States did was come in and kill the boss. Like, yeah, that's right. That's the hardest thing to do. That's the thing they couldn't do. It worked, by the way. It's gone. Like, that was it. The Buglar's first try. Yeah, we totally fucking obliterated him. What is this? It's insane. The single fuck does that mean? Yeah, I don't understand this at all. It's embarrassing, man. Oh my fucking God. Why would you even say this? This because Israel doesn't have bunker busters? Yes, of course. Obviously that's the case. I mean, what else do you expect? Sure. What is this? Nico, what is this, your Ashkenazi Jew? Wait, what? Says the guy won't even look at him anymore? Randy Fine says the U.S. needs to deport 20 to 30 million illegal aliens.
The single most important thing we can do to make America more affordable is to deport the 20 to 30 million illegal immigrants in this country. Why? You get rid of 30 million illegal immigrants, you bring down housing prices, you bring down auto insurance, you bring down health care, you bring down education.
This guy is like such a piece of shit, and the reason why I really don't like him is because of half of the things that he says I totally agree with, and half of the things that he says I totally disagree with. This is one of the things that I agree with.
And he talked about that, how we're getting record deportations. That's what we need to do to make America more affordable.
Based retard, yes, exactly. And start with them. I think so too. Absolutely, man. Rabbi tells Mike Huckabee that Israelis are excited for the U.S. to attack Iran for them.
We spent 2 days here now, and almost everyone we've met with across the spectrum within the Jewish community, that's where we've been meeting, none of them have expressed any fear about going into bomb shelters or ballistic missiles from Iran. Every one of them, universally, has said to us, you must be excited to be here. You're going to have a front row seat to the miracles that are about to happen.
Wow,
we speak about the resilience.
The miracles that are about to happen. I'm so glad to be conscripted into a holy war. This is retarded.
The Israeli people, what they've been through for 2 years, they're not in fear. At least those who we've met with across the spectrum have all expressed this faith and almost, I don't want to describe excitement, but they've had a front row seat to miracles for 2 years, and they feel like they're about to see the next chapter of it. And they
it's another miracle.
Aren't you excited to be here for it? You must feel so grateful. You're going to see the redemption
it's a miracle, gentlemen.
come before you.
Wow.
Is that your experience too with the way that Israelis are approaching this potential of having to be in bomb. Even as we sit here right now, we don't. I'm sure you would have canceled if there were greater concern.
Shit makes me against the Iran war. I mean, I think you can be, and I do think that honestly, Israel being so pushy about it, it does make it, I think it does poison the well for any sort of people that are Americans to be advocates for Iran. Because it looks like they're just trying to conscript us into doing this on their behalf. I still think that it's a good idea, but that's completely agnostic of Israel.
Moment at least.
There's nothing to do with them.
In this country, you have to know your whereabouts all the time. Where is the closest shelter? Yeah. When might a siren go off? Is that part of the consciousness, your experience, even as you're approaching these coming hours or days or whatever might happen next?
It's always amazing to me that Israelis don't have this fear of what could happen. They don't curl up in a fetal position and crawl up under their bed and refuse to get out and go anywhere each day. They live their lives. They live it to the fullest. I was here September of 20.
Well, it should be a good idea to bomb another country because they're trying to make nukes and they say they want to blow us up. It's pretty simple. Kill them before they kill you. If Iran was in a position to blow up the United States, they'd do it. So I think we have an obligation to blow them up first. Just do it. It has everything to do with Israel. We have people burning American flags here. We need to clean up our country first. Listen, if you don't think that this is... Look, I don't want to debate with you about this because anybody... I feel like you can't debate with people about the Iran war and like attacking and stopping Iran because these people don't have any concept of like permanence. To the extent that you allow a government to consolidate power, resources, and weaponry, and this government and this group of people wants to blow you up and attack you and attack your bases and do these things and fund other people that attack you, you are effectively letting a problem fester and get worse. The sooner that we shut it down completely and get rid of them, the better off everybody else in our country is going to be. Because to the extent that they can do it, they will do it. And that's the main point. They are going to try to do it, and that's enough. Never let somebody, like, if they're telling you what you're going to do, what they're going to do, believe them. It's silly not to. And, that was his point. Yeah, of course we should be aggressive against them. And when has Iran attacked us? When has Iran attacked us? Didn't they just recently try to attack one of our fucking, a base over there? And they've attacked us through proxies. That's the issue. What do we gain from this war? You gain not having a country in the Middle East, or not Middle East technically, right? What you gain is you have a country that's now no longer able to build weapons and blow you up. Not directly. Yeah, exactly. I just attacked a base in Qatar. They shot our aircraft carriers. Yeah, exactly. Like, again, and to the extent that they're not attacking us, it's because they can't, not because they don't want to. That's the real reason. Iran attacked the U.S. via Hezbollah. Yeah, any actions by any of those terrorist organizations should be treated as an action by Iran. I mean, I don't know how it says Iran has begun taking Americans hostage. Right. You can't negotiate with terrorists. The faster that we blow them up, the better. That's what I think. We should do that. We should have done that months ago. Honestly, we should have done it years ago. This should have happened a long, long fucking time ago. Please don't ban him. He's not going to get banned. Why would he get banned? So, yes. And Iran recruited gangs into Sweden. Yeah, they're funding this entire thing. They're a huge problem, man. And North Korea has nukes and they still don't attack the U.S. Why would Iran? Because Iran isn't North Korea. North Korea is in a completely different position. North Korea is effectively a proxy state to China. Iran is not in that same position to China or Russia. They're kind of their own position. So that's the reason too. And also, like, North Korea is a lot smaller and less influential than Iran is. Iran's a lot bigger.